everyone. Thank you for hanging. Thank you for waiting. Everyone's here, right? It all worked. Hello? Is all good? Hey, everyone. All right. We're starting. We're starting up. We're going to start, what was it again? Hildibrand. Further Hildibrand adventures. Nashu Mhakaracca arrives at Ishgard in search of her mentor, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, who went flying through the skies after solving his greatest case to date. Has Eorzea's foremost gentleman and scholar once again survived against all odds, that he might lend his ever-insightful eye to the residents of the Holy See? The game is once again afoot! Hey, Aqua! Okay, I'm glad. It's working. It's working. I'm given the okay. Okay, let's do it. Right, I forgot. We have a black curl. Let's change that out. Oh, we got a bride's moogle. Sure, why not? Alright, where are we going? A gentleman falls rather than flies. Shoo! Alright, let's go meet with Nashu. Oh, wait a minute. I don't think Aqua's seen the other parts of Hildibrand, so you're gonna be in for a treat. Oh, but you're gonna be in a double treat, because, like, there's gonna be a special character that you might recognize. Ooh. Cat face. Nashu Mhakaracca! As you catch sight of Nashu, you cannot help but wonder if you are about to have a bad time. Okay, I'm done.
I'll be Calosa Whispersong in the flesh. A pleasure to see you again. Wait, is this what they call serendipity? It is, isn't it? That settles it. You've got to help me find the inspector. What? Cora, I was hoping you would silently agree. So I've been trying to calculate the trajectory the inspector took when he was catapulted into the sky again. I've triple-checked my figures and concluded that he must have landed somewhere here in Ishgard. Unfortunately, the investigation hasn't been proceeding as smoothly as I had hoped. But now that you're here, we're sure to make some progress. Come, let's speak with the merchants and see if anyone hasn't had dealings with that gentlemanly Highlander.
Oh no. Oh, there's a guy right here. A gentlemanly Highlander, you say? My apologies, but I cannot say I've had dealings with a man as you describe. You can't do New Game Plus because I have a leave quest somehow? What? 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 I've never heard of leave quests being, like, unable to do anything because of that. What? Good morrow to you, madame. Oh, you are looking for someone? A gentlemanly Highlander? I know not of this man of whom you speak, but mayhap the Mistress Elise does. She is well acquainted with rather a lot of merchants and noblemen. What about this armorer? What does she say? Wow, you're all women. I've sold my fair share of goods to Highlander adventurers, but I'd not describe such clients as particularly gentlemanly, I'm afraid. As ever, a warm welcome to you, miss. How may I be of service? Have you seen a gentlemanly Highlander about? A gentlemanly Highlander, you say? Now that I think of it, I have heard tell of a foreigner who may be the man of whom you speak. Begging your pardons, miss, but did you say you know Inspector Hildibrand? An acquaintance of yours, I presume. I do not know his name, but that he is here by invitation of Lord Edmund, or so it is rumored. Surely, as a ward of House Fortome, it would be a trifling matter to go and ask after him at the manor.
Yeah. serendipity to Fortom Manor!
About...
Nya, 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 nya. Is this a P or an R? If you had studied your letters instead of playing knights and knaves, you would have had our honey cakes by now.
I love those children. I don't know what prompts it, but I ended up finding out they end up moving at some point, if I recall. Like, at some point, yeah. Yeah, we'd have our lemon cakes. If at some point they end up over in this side of the place and they're still looking, and they end up buying too many honey cakes instead of the groceries, and like, if you end up going this way, you eventually find them interacting with their mother, and the mother's like, "You bought what? Instead of the stuff we need to cure your ailing father?" It's really great. I do like that, how lively the towns are in this game. You don't really see it that much, but since I run through it so often. Oh, I wish she said it wrong, like she said it like Smee and Hook. That would be great. Oh, hey, Annika, you're back. Bye. Well met, Mistress Whispersong. Do you require assistance? We're looking for a gentlemanly Highlander. Apparently he's come to this place? Aye, it is as you say. At this time, Lord Edmund is engaged entertaining a foreign guest.
Huzzah! We found the inspector!
If I'm not mistaken, their meeting should be ending shortly. If you like, you may retire to the gazebo and wait for our friends to depart. Here it comes.
A gazebo? Aren't those dangerous? Then again, you seem a responsible sort, not like to let a wild gazebo run amok. Very well, we humbly accept your offer. No, Nashu, it's a gazebo, not a glabrezu. If it wakes up, we'll have you there to protect me.
Nashu, it's not a... This was, I think this is a reference to, like, that meme, that Dungeons and Dragons meme. There was a, the DM says, "Oh, right, there's a hill, and on top of the hill, there's a gazebo." And the guy's like, and the player's like, "I take out a bow and I shoot it." And it's like, it seems unfazed because it's just wood. And it's just like, this gazebo must be super powerful if it can withstand my onslaught. And it was like, no, it's a gazebo, not a glabrezu, which is a demon in Dungeons and Dragons. There you go. That's the secret.
With what powerful magics did they tame this dread fiend?
I don't know, Nashu. I wonder how. Let's wait. There we go. Do. Having some tea. Waiting for people. Nashu taking a nap. What? That must be them.
That must be Inspector Hildibrand. Nya, 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 nya.
I cannot well imagine how arduous your journey must have been. Truth be told, I found the brisk earthen air to be rather invigorating. It stimulates body and mind both, a welcome benefit when one must discuss matters of commerce. I dare say we would not have accomplished so much otherwise.
There you are, Inspector. I've been looking over for you.
Why, I say, who do I see before me? Not one, but two of my beloved son's faithful companions. Oh, hey, Godbert.
Lord Godbert, but I thought...
Well, we thought that Inspector Hildibrand may have fallen around here. Hildy? In Ishgard? This is the first I've ever heard of it. Aha! I found you at last, heretic! What? Ha ha! Yes, this dork. I love him. Yes, you, the hulking brute with a mad gleam in his eye. Your brazen heresy is plain for all to see. Surrender yourself to the Inquisition at once. Oh, I beg your pardon. This man is an Uldan merchant here at the behest of Faust Fortome. Such baseless accusations will not be tolerated. A guest of House Fortome? That he couldn't possibly be... Though there were those two wards that... but they were acquitted of all charges in a trial by combat. And if he demands the right to... then I would personally have to... oh dear... A thousand apologies, good sir. I spoke out of turn. I am Seer, and, as you may have guessed, I am an inquisitor who has been charged with investigating reports of a rather suspicious, possibly heretical individual. Ho ho ho! A heretic, you say? One who bears a passing resemblance to me? I, a man, rather muscular, wearing dark garments and acquitting himself in a somewhat gentlemanly fashion, as someone might say.
This heretic sounds like the spitting image of Inspector Hildibrand. Could he be a fan?
Say again, you are acquainted with such a man? Well, I mean, we're looking for an inspector named Hildibrand. I see. Then the man you're looking for is Lord Godbert's son. It would seem that our investigations may be connected. So I put you to a proposal. The first reported sightings of the heretic I am tracking came from Falcon's Nest. Mayhap we could journey there together. It is, after all, possible that we are seeking the self-same individual. If so, and if he is innocent, it would be best if you were present when I apprehend him, that we might resolve this matter without incident.
I say we go with him, Calosa. This looks to be our best lead yet.
Then I shall accompany you as well. It has been far too long since I laid eyes on my beloved son, and if there is a chance we might be reunited, I should be glad to seize it. Then it is settled. We shall leave for Falcon's Nest at once. What's with the squatting? That's just Lord Godbert, man. You don't ask questions when Lord Godbert's around. And you're gonna, if that makes you giggle, oh man, here it comes. Here it comes. Oh man, you're gonna be so happy. You're gonna love this. I'm so excited. I love Hildibrand. Oh, jeez. Yeah, it's Hildibrand! We're starting the very beginning of Hildibrand Heavensward, LV. I'm so excited. Is that Seer guy supposed to be a reference to Ramza? I don't think so. He's a little too hardcore, but he does have that. He does have the ponytail that's a little similar. Ramza's is a little shorter though, so maybe. Yes, I'm so excited. Godbert, why? Why? It's just shorts in the middle of a blizzard. Mistress Whispersong, are these your traveling companions? We're looking for a gentlemanly inspector. The mysterious muscular vagabond? Ah, yes. A patrol sighted him looking near the dusk vigil. Thinking he might be a lost traveler, they called out to him. But rather than approach, he fled. Quite frankly, I'm surprised you bothered to come all this way. That sighting barely warranted a mention in my report. Ha! The unmistakable scent of heresy! Huh? Terribly sorry. Old habit I picked up from my mentor. I know. I'll not rush to judgment as before. Still, as much as I'd hoped to find your missing inspector, I must confess some small desire that we instead unearth a lingering pocket of heresy. Of late, there have been virtually no confirmed instances of heretical misdeeds. Dude, that's because they're not heretics anymore. I mean, there might be other heretics that aren't of the Dravanian type. Who knows? It's gotten so bad that some are speculating our funding may be reduced. Or worse, that the Inquisition's operations might come under review. That is why, Halone as my witness, I will find and bring a heretic to justice and prove that our order still has value in these uncertain times. Nashu's taking a nap. Yes, I understand you have your reasons, but whether or not this vagabond was a heretic remains to be seen. Still, if you're set upon your course, you might begin your search near the Dusk Vigil. An excellent suggestion, Sir Redwald. Should we succeed in our endeavor, rest assured that you will share in the glory as well. Okay. Bow! The hunt continues! Onward to Dusk Vigil! I am told that region is especially cold, so do not forget to dress appropriately for the weather. Godbert's nodding with his shorts. Oh, his outfit is gold and blue? Yeah, I can kind of see that. Yeah, especially the final, what is it? The other Ramza, the Squire Ramza version. Yeah, I can see that. I see what you're talking about, Aqua. I'm not entirely sure because for what I remember of Final Fantasy Tactics, Ramza was like kind of opposite of the church kind of thing. So like, he wasn't like against the church or hated it, but he wasn't like this gung-ho. So I don't know if it's a blatant reference. It might be that they want to like make him look similar, but I don't know. In fact, by the end of Final Fantasy Tactics, Ramza himself was a heretic. So... But now that I think about it, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Almost there to Dusk Vigil. We're almost there. Also, look at these cute little bombs. I love these bombs. They're so cute. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Oh, here they are. Godbert, why? Godbert, why? This land has a beauty all its own, don't you think? A pity my dear wife isn't here to enjoy it. Enjoy the blizzards! Trust you are managing? Good. It would be a shame if we turned back now.
Look, it's frozen! Wait, does that mean the fish are frozen too?
Nashu, that's actually a rather interesting thing about water, is that it freezes on the top first so that the fish can stay nice and toasty under the water. They do hibernate, though. F clothes, says Godbert. You know what? I don't doubt it. This guy. Fury, take me, it's freezing. This is a waste of time. No living thing could survive in this god's forsaken wasteland. I don't know.
Yeah! Look over there, look! Someone's coming from the vigil! Inspector! Inspector, is that you?
Huh? Let's see. It's a gentlemanly... zombie? As I live and breathe of all the places to be reunited with Master Zombiebrand's compatriots, how fare you in all this fine afternoon? Ah! Hawk! A heretic raised from the dead by his brothers' unholy magics!
Oh, he's not a heretic. He's one of the gentle dead men. What brings you so far from Ulta, good sir?
Well, as you know, ours is a rather lonely existence. When we heard rumors of an abandoned fortress held by zombies, we were delighted. I was chosen to serve as emissary and set out immediately. Alas, it seems my efforts were for naught.
Oh, I'm sorry I kind of killed all of them.
Ah, truly! Every last one dead! That is to say, irrevocably dead. If it was truly necessary, then so be it. Still, after coming all this way, it is more than a little disappointing, you understand.
Then my calculations were wrong? The inspector didn't land in Coerthas?
No, do not fret so. If it is our overlord you seek, then you are in luck. As the founder of the Gentle Dead Man, our fates and our ether are inextricably entwined. In fact, I can feel it calling to me now.
Truly, good sir. You can guide us to Inspector Hildibrand?
As surely as my rotting nose can lead me to fresh brains. Follow me, my friends.
Yeah.
Hey, Seer.
Hey, Seer?
One must remain vigilant for heresy, for it can manifest in myriad ways. 'Tis a vile, insidious sickness which must needs be burned out ere the infection takes hold. Surely zombification would qualify, yes?
I don't know, man. He doesn't seem like a heretic.
Confound it, they've left us behind! Poor Seer. Oh, there you are. Hey, Seer. Seer's look of utter confusion is one you know all too well. Who do they think they are commandeering this investigation and employing a zombie as a bloodhound? It beggars belief! We must regain control of the situation. With me, Calosa! Okay. You know what? This is the perfect outfit. This is the perfect mount to wear in the middle of these blizzards. Alright, we got about 1 more hour. Yeah, 1 hour. 1 more hour before I should start getting ready. But that we should have the best character coming in during that time. So no worries. No worries. Oh yeah, see, it's the best. You can see my little robe sticking out. It's the best. This is the best mount. It's so dumb. It's so good. Codbert just doing more squats. Simply basking in this magnificent scenery fills me with inspiration. Huh. 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 Huh.
Inspector! Inspector!
Sickness is wont to fester and spread, yes? Is it truly safe to consort with this man? I mean, he's a cool dude. As long as he doesn't eat our brains, he's fine. Hold a moment, my friends. I must needs concentrate. Master Zombiebrand is indeed nearby, but there is also something else. May have a powerful magic confounding my senses. I could guide you no further. We must needs split up and search the area. Now see here, these wastes are infested with wild beasts, and you would have us split up. Calosa can handle herself, true, and you clearly no reason to fear death, but what of Mistress Nashu? Ah, I take your meaning, my good zombie. Calosa, pray see to the lady's protection. Inquisitor Seer, would you take the lead? Okay.
Come on, you two. The inspector is out there somewhere.
Infested? They live here, you jackass! Thanks, Alteron. Oh, jeez. I forgot. There we go. Jeez. I remember this stupid thing. Oh, jeez. This is the worst. I told you this is the worst route. I gotta stay close to the ground like this. Ah! Oh my goodness! Nice. Oh no! There's Yetis! And they've surrounded that dude that is stuck in his legs in the ground. I wonder who it could be. Oh, those sculpted legs clad in gentlemanly trousers! I know them! I gotta wear pants when I use that mount.
Look, Calosa, that's gotta be the inspector. Over there.
Oh no!
And he's surrounded by giant, fluffy, man-shaped gazebos.
Nashu, no. Oh no! Nay, my lady, they are not mere gazebos. Note their regal bearing. They are gentlemen gazebos! Fearsome yet fastidious foes who would surely tear me rotting limb from rotting limb. Oh no! They've surrounded him! Only Calosa can save Master Zombie Brand now! Here it comes! Come on, Jadalyn, let's do this. Sense a hostile presence. Gentleman Yeti! Beautiful! Good job, Jadalyn. Good girl. Calosa has learned to just go with the gentlemanly legs. Ah, here it comes. Here it comes. Oh my god.
Well, what do we do now? Inspector, can you hear me? We've been looking all over for you.
Well, how do we get him out of the snow?
Oh, but this just won't do. We've got to get you out of there before you catch cold.
Calosa just like...
Oh, up and at 'em! Everyone is waiting for you. Well,
forgive me. If I pull any harder, my arms are like to tear. Ah, there you are. We heard shouting. Have you perchance found something? Fury, take me! Is that my heretic? Confound it, I wanted him alive!
Inspector Hildibrand is definitely not a heretic, and he's probably not dead either. He's just hibernating like last time.
Hildy was ever a late riser. Fear not, my wife and I had our ways of waking. Oh, here it comes! We know what's happening! Yes! Hildibrand, Heliodor, Maximilian Mandeville! You get up right this instant!
What? Well, did it work? He's now further in the snow.
Was it just the Manderville meteor strike or the Manderville meteor dive? Maybe Julian was right. Trying to name everything only leads to needless confusion. One more time, then. Out you go!
What? Splendidly suplexed, Lord Godbert!
Where am I? The snowy waste of Coerthas? And who are these people I see before me? Aha! Aha! But of course! Who else would venture into inhospitable climes and wake me from slumber sweet but my beloved fans?
Yeah!
Why do I feel as though I've stepped through a portal into an alternate reality unbound by the laws of logic?
You get used to it.
What is that? A mammoth? Where did it come from? What the? It looks like a little black mage. Oh, that? When my father drove me into the earth, I found it buried beneath the snow. Looks super cute. He's got a little staff.
A little Lalafellin girl. How adorable!
Nashu, please! Note the firm, muscular legs, not unlike my own. 'Tis clearly a Lalafellin boy!
Now that you mention it, I suppose his features are rather masculine.
What features? It's just two black eyes. You two cannot possibly be serious. I am the very soul of seriousness, good sir, especially in matters of deduction. This is undoubtedly a young boy who, much like myself, fell into a deep slumber upon buried beneath the snow. Now then, let us gently wake him and ascertain his identity. Gently wake him.
Huh?
There, that ought to do it.
What is this place? Who am I?
Oh.
Yeah! Aquarius! This is why this is the best, and I knew you would love it. Look at him! I remember nothing.
'Tis not in all creation that cannot be compared with a little tender love and care. Master Hildibrand is alive and full of beans! It is a miracle! Surely there is a perfectly logical explanation for all of this.
Inspector Hildibrand's back, and he brought a friend.
It would seem that although Father's ungentle ministration served to restore this young boy to life, they also robbed him of his memory.
How did I get here? Who am I? Why can I not remember?
Do not worry, young man. Everything will be all right. Take it from me. I have lost my memory more times than even I can remember.
Then can you help me to remember?
Hearken to me now, for I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, do hereby swear to solve the mystery of the amnesiac hobbledehoy.
Yeah! Wonderful, wonderful. I'll get started on a bash of Nashu's delights.
Effective as your explosives were in the past, I suspect that young Gigi lacks the hardy constitution required to survive such an approach.
Gigi? Is that my name?
When you woke, you were muttering Gigi. I suspect the phrase may have hold some significance for you, so until such time as we learn your real name, I say why not adopt it as a playful moniker? He said Gigi because that's what mammoths say. But that's what all mammoths sound like. Ugh. What kind of imbecile goes and names a mammoth Gigi anyway?
Gigi, I like this name. Thank you, kind sir. But how will this new name help me to remember who I am?
Patience, Gigi! This is only the beginning! Next, we will return to the city and see if we cannot find anyone who will know who you are! Come along now!
Waddle, 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 just like Mimi! My baby!
Now that I know our overlord is safe and sound, I too must take my leave of you and return to my brothers. I dare say rigor mortis will set in if I remain out here any longer. Bound for Thunderland, then allow me to accompany you. Juliet will give me no end to trouble if I keep her waiting much longer, though perhaps she will forgive me once I tell her of Hildy's return.
This is rather a lot to digest, though you have the look of one accustomed to such happenings. In any case, regardless of Mistress Nashu's protestations, the inspector will not be granted access to the capital until we can confirm that he is not a heretic. You have my word that he will be treated fairly. You'd better! He's a nice guy, and he's not a heretic. Huh. Meanwhile, a secret. Who was that? They're gone.
Stop flexing and do your job. That is his job. Alteron is right. So good. So good. This whole thing is so good. I love it. 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 It's so good.
Yeah, Calosa has seen a lot of
this stuff.
Fury, take me that man. Oh, Calosa. I suppose you have heard the news then, that Inspector Hildibrand was cleared of all suspicion and judged to be no more than an eccentric curiosity. If you're looking for him, good luck. I wanted to thank him for his cooperation, but as soon as the Temple Knights released him, he and his assistant ran off to God's knows where, with that mammoth in tow. As for my investigation, in spite of all the twists and turns, I managed to salvage a satisfactory result. As far as the Inquisition is concerned, the suspicious vagabond was not more than a zombie which wandered away from the dusk vigil. Sickness which has since been purged.
Oh man. Seer, was your mentor that guy who's like, sickness must be purged? Because I'm just saying, oof.
So it would seem that all is right with the world once more. For now. I have no doubt that the inspector will turn up again like a bad gill, and when he does, trouble is sure to follow.
Sickness must be purged. On the next episode of Hildibrand Vanderbilt, Nashu Mhakaracca, Seer, Godbert Vanderbilt,
Gigi!
Edmond de Forton. Who could the mysterious person be? See you next week, Inspector. But thankfully we can continue from here. Seer must once more enter into a world where he does not quite understand the Gigi situation.
I pray this eve finds you well, Calosa, or at least better than it finds me. It seems I have no choice but to seek out that inspector and convince him to surrender up his mammoth to me. 'Twas unearthed under most suspicious circumstances, after all, and who could say what secrets, or heresies, it might hold? Therefore, the Inquisition would conduct a thorough inspection, and if needs be, destroy it. Given his affinity for the contraption, I fear the inspector may not be amenable to my request. Nevertheless, he must be made to see that it is of the interest of public safety. Would you be willing to help me persuade him? Sure, I guess. I don't got much else to do.
Fury be praised, at least you have some reason. Let us pray he will as well. I'm given to understand that while the inspector and his assistants have been wandering all over the city with the mammoth in tow, they often frequent the gazebo near Fortune Manor. With any luck, they will be there now. Outside Fortune Manor. We gotta go to the nice vigil. Hey, we gotta get down with the sickness. Sickness must be purged. Down with the sickness. Hey, I didn't remember this Lalafell here. Oh, that's cute.
Gigi! To the very pinnacle of the heavens!
Huh. What have you been teaching him, Hildy?
Isn't she adorable?
I hope they don't wake the gazebo up. Verily, shall we scour all of creation, from the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, for the answers we seek. Every day shall be filled with grand adventures, the stuff of fairy tales and legends.
Huzzah! A grand adventure in the deepest pit of the seven hells!
Oh, Hildy, that is the... oh, Gigi, dear, that is the last thing you repeat. Just so! Such is the creed of Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire! Oh my goodness! He's teaching Gigi how to flex! Well posed, Gigi, well posed! I dare say you have the potential to be an exemplary inspector someday! Hey everyone! Right, that's enough of that! By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Supreme Sacred Tribunal of the Hellenic Inquisitory Doctrine, I hereby command you to surrender that mammoth of suspected heretical origin into my custody! Why, hello there, Calosa! An inquisitor here for the jester, accusing poor Gigi of being a clockwork heretic when 'tis plain to see he is merely a precocious young lad.
Oh, there you go again, confusing the poor girl, as if those big, beautiful, boxy eyes aren't the soul of femininity.
Nashu, please! Were you not witness to that magnificent display of Mandervillian masculinity mere moments ago?
That's 'cause you haven't taught her any better. She needs a proper role model to show her what's what. Yeah, 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 yeah.
No, like this! He should pose like this!
Yeah, yeah!
Oh. Mistress Whispersong, Inspector Seer, what is all this commotion? We can hear you from the courtyard. Oh, hey, Count Edmund. Hey, Count Dad. Oh, Lord Edmund! My sincerest apologies for the disturbance. I merely come to seize this mammoth on behalf of the Inquisition, a fact which I clearly explained to the Inquisitor before you arrived. At which point they begin bickering about the contraption's gender. What say you, my lord? Do you think Gigi a boy or a girl? 'Tis clearly a strapping young lad, no? What? Fury, take me, not you two! Has the whole world gone mad? Fine, fine, but even supposing this Gigi is a real boy, you cannot deny that the circumstances of his discovery and miraculous resuscitation were most unusual. He cannot be suffered to roam the city with impunity until the Inquisition has determined he is not a threat. I beg your pardon, miraculous resuscitation? Oh, Godbird hit him over the head with a hammer. I see. And then until such time as Gigi recovers his memory, mayhap it will be best if you adopt him as a ward of House Manderville. I will even stand as witness here and now, if you wish. What? Huh? Adopt? Then that would make me Gigi's father? Doubtless the Inquisition would think better of taking any action which might threaten the cordial relationship between our two houses. Yes, of course, I'll do it! I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, do hereby grant this child the patronage of House Manderville!
Yeah, Papa Hildy, Papa Hildy! The inspector's finally become a father! It's so beautiful!
Quite. Now that you need no longer fear the Inquisition, you are free to show Gigi more of our fair city. Indeed, I strongly encourage you to do so. Mayhap, by the grace of the Fury, something will jog his memory. Thank you, Lord Edmund. I shall not forget this kindness. Come, my faithful assistant, my beloved son, we must away! Oh, Halone, I would not presume to question your grand design, but... confound it all! Well, mayhap I cannot detain the mammoth, but am still within my rights to observe the blasted thing.
I guess that's true.
Are we getting a Pinocchio plot? Maybe we're getting a Pinocchio plot. He wants to be a real boy. Lord Godbert will be pleased to hear that his son is as hale and healthy as ever. Not that I ever presume to meddle on another father's behalf, and certainly not without consent.
Don't worry, I'll watch out for him, and you can tell him that things are going on. Gigi got adopted! Ooh, Gigi got adopted! Yeah!
This is all Gigi ever needed, let's be honest. Diner couldn't do it, so now we have Hildy to do it instead. Wait, it's down that way, isn't it? Yeah.
Woo! Ow! Woo! How long must I stand around waiting for that mammoth to do something passably heretical?
I don't know, forever? Maybe he's not a heretic.
Core, look at all them halberds! I've never seen such a well-armed building before.
Oh no. They're not halberds. They're just spires, Nashu. Judging by the side of their estate, they've wealth to rival House Manderville.
Hey, Gigi.
Come now, Gigi. Surely gazing upon this wondrous work of Ishgardian architecture stirs something within your soul. This grand manor of House Durin, Mile tempts apart.
Pray do not fill the mammoth's head with such nonsense. This is the supreme sacred tribunal of Hellenic inquisitory doctrine. I should know. I work there. Furthermore, I'm quite certain that there is no House Durin Mountain Simpart, and that it is a rather ludicrous portmanteau of the four high houses, including that esteemed house which but recently stood as witness to your adoption.
Huh.
Well, Gigi, do you remember anything? No, nothing.
I say, rather than parading him before the grandeurs, why not give him a taste of something more prosaic? Let us make our way to the holy stables, that he might bask in the singular sights, sounds, and smells of Ishgard's famous chocobos. Oh, it is! It's Father's Day right now! Happy Father's Day, Hildy! Oh my goodness. This is perfect! This is perfect! I couldn't have planned it better myself. I definitely did not even plan this. 100% this was a mistake. Oh man. Patience, patience. A watched heretic never sins. I love it. Such noble creatures, chocobos. How many halcyon days did I pass in the saddle racing across the windswept plains? Oh my goodness, that actually... Little baby Hildibrand riding on chocobo back sounds so cute. Oh my gosh, Calosa probably rode on Jadalin when she was young. Oh my goodness, I can't even, imagination.
So if I wanted hair that color, I'd have to eat plums, val fruits, and pineapples, but how many?
This is a reference to if you want if you want a black chocobo, you can give Jadelyn, you could give Jadelyn, like, some fruits and it'll change her plumage. Oh, there's a fake AD. I'm telling you, there's so many ADs. I don't get it. Thank goodness there are no CWs. Oh, except for the Canadian channel. Splendid specimens of horsebird flesh, would you not agree? In the hands of a skilled jockey, any one of them could take first place at the saucer. Like my chocobo. Those chocobos are the pride of the Ishgardian cavalry, and any temple knight who dared exploit them for her personal gain would answer to the Fury herself.
Yeah, how about it, Gigi? Do you remember anything about Ishgard? Be sure to sniff the chocobos. It might help. It didn't.
You know, just because you found him in a Coerthan snowbank, it doesn't mean he hails from Ishgard. Which is why we ought to take him to the markets and expose him to all manner of goods from across Eorzea. Excellent suggestion, Inquisitor. But how am I now complicit in this farce? Fury take me.
As I said, you get used to it, Seer. Come on, let's go. But I want that one. I want one. Buy me a chocobo, please, Father.
I love spoiled the sprat. Now, those are for the knights, dear one.
Ew, Father, that strange-looking thing is staring at us.
Now, it is just a toy, dear son. Let's be off.
Am I that strange-looking?
Worst. Poor baby Gigi. Kids are brutal, yeah. There we go. What are you looking at, Nashu?
What if I picked one with my eyes closed and gave it as a name day gift to myself? Ooh, I wonder what I'd get me.
Oh my goodness, you fuck. Receive your orders, detain your heretic, meet your quota. Fury take me! It used to be so simple. Frightening on occasion, I grant you, what with my mentor's little episodes, but simple nonetheless. Oh geez, Seer, that actually... Seer, that's called Stockholm Syndrome, dear. These goods would fetch a high price in Uldar.
Oh, what do you think, Gigi? Why bother? It's no use.
Gigi? Now, Gigi, you must not give it to despair so easily. Did I not promise you days filled with grand adventures and the eventual discovery of your mislaid memories? Spirits, Gigi, spirits! There goes the vase. My word, a vase flung to the ground with reckless abandon. Could this be the opening salvo of an indiscriminate campaign of vandalism?
It was you.
One waged by your wild gesticulations, perhaps. At least look before you strike a pose. The gods only know how much that vase cost. I do. 123,504,000 gil at last assessment. 'Twas over 700 years old and graced the homes of a dozen archbishops, 8 counts, 2 lord commanders, and 1 duke. Oh, geez. 100 million gil! Wow, even Calosa doesn't have that much. But I'm sure Rian probably does. Yeah, don't worry, Seer will pay for it. Oh, Helone, why have you forsaken me?
His staff!
Huh?
Well, would you look at that? It's back to normal.
What? Huh? Aha! That isn't normal? It's a miracle! Nay, the divine intervention of the Fury herself!
Did I do that?
Gigi, my boy, that was marvelous! You're a born artisan, just like father!
Papa Hildy's papa? Your grandpapa, Godbert, the man who woke you with a few gentle taps to the noggin. You wouldn't believe what else he could do with that hammer of his. Why, some folks say he wields the very powers of life and death. Once he and the missus came back from their tour of Western Highlands, I'm sure they'd love to see that trick of yours.
Do not demean this mammoth's power as a mere parlor trick. We just witnessed a miracle, and I demand that you all acknowledge it.
This mammoth?
Sir, I say, 100 million gil for the mammoth. Nay, 100 million gil and the Duke's priceless vase. My word, is this what passes for trade in Ishgard? Gigi is my flesh and blood. I will not sell him at any price.
Please, Papa Hildy, no more. I know you mean well, but we cannot deny the truth any longer. I am a mammoth.
Gigi, whatever has gotten into you? You are my son! You are a Manderville man!
Listen to your Papa, Hildy. You're a Manderville girl through and through. Stop it, both of you! You're not my papa or my mama! Ah!
Rian might have been one of the previous owners of that vase, let's be honest. Ah, the unmistakable scent of, well, perhaps not heresy exactly. Regardless, that mammoth's power cannot be allowed to fall into the wrong hands.
Oh, children, do say the most hurtful things.
Well, it was only to be expected. Gigi is at that rebellious age, as strange as it may sound. I, too, tested my parents' patience, and on more than one occasion. But if they could weather the storm, then so can I.
I say we find out what's got him thinking he's a mammoth.
That's because he is a mammoth. How can you not? Oh, never mind.
The mamas and the papas.
Hildibrand knows in his heart that love transcends dimensions of time and space, definitions of man and machine. The course of fatherhood never did run smooth, but I, Hildibrand, guardian of Gigi, doting parent extraordinaire, shall find a way to overcome this trial and be reconciled with my beloved son.
That's the spirit. Solving a simple case of childhood rebellion should be easy for a man who's unmasked thieves, defeated duelists, and led armies of the undead.
Yes, that's all very... Wait, what was that about the undead? Actually, don't tell me. For now, all that matters is finding the mammoth. We should begin by speaking with a sentry stationed at the city gates and the airship landing. If Fury help us, he has left Ishgard, we need to know about it sooner rather than later. I will visit the Ark of the Worthy while the inspector and his assistant head to the airship landing. You can question the guard at the gate near the manufactory, after which we will regroup there and share our findings. Dismissed! Gigi is not a folk rock fan, I guess. He really isn't. Yeah, he's still even a child. It'll get even worse at teenagehood. You got it. You got it, Aqua. It's gonna be very sad when that happens. Boing! Hey, Hereward, have you seen a mammoth Hereward? Little fellow with a wide-brimmed hat? I came through here, bought a passage on a supply ship bound for Falcon's Nest. How'd he get money? One of them what's-ums names. Wassum lame. Well, Lalafels, right? Funny little buggers. Seem keen to be anywhere but here. Well, if Gigi left the city, it was not by the main gates. Other sentries at the airship landing have not seen one matching his description. This guy Hereward found him. He said he was going to Falcon's Nest. Falcon's Nest? Fury take me. Must we return to that freezing pit of despair? Wheresoever Gigi goes, I will follow him and find him and embrace him as my son once more. However, I surmise our final destination lies far beyond the walls of said outpost. Indeed, there is but one reason he would return to those frozen wastes. To frolic in the snow and cast his worries to the winds! What? Really? He seemed in no mood to frolic when last I saw him. As I recall, he used his arcane powers to mend a vase, only to become morose and belligerent when it became clear to him that he was, in fact, a mammoth. One might even say he remembered what he was, remembered his purpose, and so he returned to Coerthas, that famous breeding ground for heresy, where first we found him, home to his heretic masters to share with them the intelligence he had gathered on the city. At long last, the undeniable, the unquestionable, the unmistakable scent of heresy. What are we standing around here for? We have a heretic to catch. I'm out.
Inspector, I'm starting to think that Inquisitor Seer might not think very highly of our little girl.
It is possible, but I would not presume to know his feelings ere he voiced them explicitly. Until such a time as he does, we should endeavor to surreptitiously bring him round to the opinion that Gigi is a boy of pure heart and good intent. Subtlety in all things, Nashu. That is the Manderville way. Replace heresy with chaos? Oh no, Seer and Jack are basically brothers. I'm here to find heresy. Heresy is around here somewhere. Heresy is evil, and I must destroy heresy. We're never gonna let that stop it.
Even her footprints are adorable. They almost looked out like they were made by one of those clockwork minions. What's their names again?
I would know those tiny footprints anywhere. Gigi came this way. Checks continue to the north. Aha! I knew it! The mammoth immediately left the outpost and looks to have headed north along the river. By the Fury, I cannot wait to finally catch him in the company of chaos! I mean heretics!
I don't much like your tone, Inquisitor. If our baby girl ran afoul of any heretics, she'd look them square in the eye and tell them she doesn't want any. Hey, Inspector, I think I just had one of those moments, of insight. Maybe Gigi came out here to find Lord Godbert. I did tell her grandpapa might like to see that trick of hers.
Brilliant deduction, Nashu! He must be eager to meet his grandparents. The selfsame ones he renounced when he declared you were not his father. Aha! What a fine young gentleman, eager to explore his heritage! Let us make haste, my friends, for a reunion of 3 generations of Mandervilles beckons! I really can't be bothered. Oh my gosh! Is it? It is! It is! It's the legendary! Oh! It's the legendary Elaine Bird of the Spiked Butt! We found it! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, we need to! This grim-looking fellow here in full regalia is our company's newest Knight Dragoon. Why so grim, you ask? No reason I can fathom. But now, the Moon-Touched lad has taken to challenging all who pass by to duels. You're free to test your mettle if you wish, but where the boys? But... Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah! I have yet to break a sweat. Dragoon versus Dragoon. You have tasted my spear, but are you ready for my butt? I am a Knight Dragoon! You are but an adventurer! Once you've all witnessed the wrath of the spiked butt, I shall be the only one laughing! With a spear as stiff as ice, I thrust! I will not stop until my spear is notched and my butt is thrust! With a spear as stiff as ice, I thrust! Like the mighty rivers of the Coerthas, I come! Yes! Like the majestic Coerthan puffer, I swell! Thrust, jab, impale! Oh no! Who dares interrupt my impending victory? Uh-oh, someone's attacking him. Get over here. Don't hurt him. I'm saving the guy who went in. Babe. You're welcome. Dialogue. This is the best game ever made. Hey, the spiked butt! I have a feeling we would meet again soon. Yay! Elaine Bird of the spiked butt has returned. Like the surging waters of the mighty Coerthas, I swell. 2 dragoons working in tandem. Like the surge. Dare I ready my butt? Oh god. No, leave the AFK guy alone. Let us put an end to this quickly. But With a spear as stiff as ice, I thrust. You have yet to show me all that is under yourself. Boing. Hey! A thrill it was to fight butt by side. Oh, I was afraid we would never see a lame bird. I'm so happy that it came now. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of Berts because this is Frenchville. This is Frenchy land. Hey, look, I can finally ride this without getting an upskirt shot all the time. Nice. Alright, but back to White Mage. There we go. Tracks continue to the north. Huh, what a thrill it was to fight butt by side. What the? Careful, dear, that one was a bit below the belt.
Pow! Right in the kisser.
Oh my goodness, they're having a snowball fight! Come now, you'll have to do better than that!
Pow! Right in the kisser.
Oh, and she's kissing. She's blowing kisses while powing right in the kisser ring. This is so cute. Wait a minute. Why are all these dead deer around here? What? Uh-oh. The mammoth lies motionless in the snow, fragments of ice stuck to its cap, suggesting the impact of something small and round traveling at high speed. They accidentally hit the baby! Here you go, baby. Here. Oh, wait. Yeah. There you go.
Oh, my head. Who? Oh, it's you. You followed me. Of course I did. We were worried about you.
Oh, Gigi, if you wanted to have a snowball fight with your grandparents, you should have said so earlier. Papa Hildy was very worried, though he is glad to see you are unharmed. It would seem he was struck by a snowball, much like these Steinbocks. These dead Steinbocks. Are you sure he wasn't damaged? As if a mere blow to the head could fell our Gigi. We Mandervilles are made of sterner stuff. I myself have been driven headfirst into the earth on no fewer than 24 outcomes, several times from realms above, and my mind is no less brilliant for the experience. Uh-huh. The stagger. I expect the earth was no less brilliant for the experienced. Why are you nodding? Oh, he's behind me, isn't he? What good fortune to cross paths with you lot so far from civilization. Forgive me for not taking notice earlier. I was engrossed in my duel with Julian. But how rude of me! Would you care to join us?
Yeah! Grandpapa Godbert! Grandpapa Godbert! Mama Nashu says you wield the powers of life and death. I beg of you, Grandpapa Godbert, grant me life! Make me a real boy! Nashu, I don't think that's what she... Wait a minute. Is he going to entertain this? Oh my gosh, look at him on that little rock. Are you sure about this, son? It may sting a little. I will endure whatever I must to become a real boy! Yes! Seer knows! Then let us begin! He did it! He's a real boy! It's everything I ever wanted. It's perfect. Thank you, Grandpapa Gobber. Thank you.
Oh, but I have not even begun to begin! Pierregot, guide my hammer! Wait, what? Rip Hildy. Yes!
Papa Hildy, I'm a Manderville man.
Gigi, my son, come to your father. Let me have a look at you. Do, 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 do,
Papa Hildy.
Gigi! Do, 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 do. Let's do that again! Yay!
Manderville man, doing what only a Manderville can, from the side peaks of Coerthas to Danaland.
Now that brings us some memories.
Manderville man. Papa Hildy, oh dear, who could have done such a thing? What the? What?
By the Fury! It's just like the vase all over again, miraculously restored to its original form. Gigi, my boy, upon further consideration, I believe that this body may suit you best. It is, how should I put this, more manageable.
And much more adorable.
She's got that right.
But how can I ever be accepted as your son if I remain a mammoth?
Is that what has been troubling you all this time? But why didn't you say so? A Manderville is more than mere flesh and bone. He is vigor, compassion, honor, a gentleman for all seasons. Be you man or machine, it makes no difference. If they call you a mammoth, you look them in the eye and say, "Nay, I am a Manderville mammoth."
Just like that. Good job, Gigi.
Father, forgive me for not consulting you earlier, but circumstances forced my hand. I have formally adopted Gigi as my son and ward of House Manderville. Ye gods, I knew he was fond of the mammoth, but did you hear that, woman? Our son's gone and got himself a son!
Grandpapa Godbert! Grandpapa Godbert!
It all makes sense now. Grandpapa Godbert and Grandmama Julian. I've been waiting years to hear those words. Grandpapa Godbert, Grandmama Julian. Few things in life are grander than becoming a grandparent, as they say. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha.
Huh?
Uh-oh.
And what's so bloody grand about it?
I love her berserker eyes.
Yeah, look at how fast they're going. It's amazing. Wait for us, Papa Hildy.
I'll not be made grandmother to a bloody bugger and mammoth. It's past time I beat some sense into my beloved boy. Oh, jeez. Sir? Fury, take me. I'd heard tales of dark nights before, but no, it couldn't be. No, I think it was something far, far worse. Chaosical, like as not, but rules be damned. I'm not risking my life to find out. Chaos. Is here. It's not, oh yeah, I forgot. Well, no, you gotta say chaos. That's the joke. I know it's chaotic, but you gotta say chaos. I'm here to kill chaos. That's the point. It was a joke. Cheese Louise. Yes, really, chaos. There you go. The mad, utterly mad, the whole damn lot of them. How their house could rise to such prominence, I will never understand. You know, the Sudruks agree. They have no idea how this happened, and they are very pissed that it did. Well, at least the mammoth seems to have overcome its existential crisis. Before today, I didn't know a mammoth could even have an existential crisis. You know, as I said. Wait. What am I saying? It's a mammoth! Why should I care what it claims to think or feel? Fury, take me. Their idiocy is infectious. I mustn't allow myself to fall prey to it. Follow procedure. Report to your superior. One step at a time. One step at a time. Mysterious people? 3 people? We're watching from afar. Someone's watching Gigi. Oh, and Jadalyn decided to go take a break. That's fine. We're done here anyway. It's just about time. I think turning this into Seer, it will get the little like, see you next time. So then we can stop it there. Right then, my superiors, having been informed of the mammoth's adoption by House Manderville, as witnessed by House Fortome, proceeded to take me to task for my gross mishandling of the situation. They remain convinced that the mammoth is the product of heretical machinations, of chaosical machinations, and have commanded me to redouble my efforts to prove this incontrovertible fact. That may prove problematic, however, as Gigi seems to have forsaken his quest to recover his memories and thrown himself wholly into his new life as a Manderville Mammoth, casting about for any hint of a case alongside his doting father. In any event, though I do not share my superior's conviction, I think it's safe to say there is something exceedingly unusual about that mammoth. You saw with your own eyes how effortlessly it restored that vase, and itself, to its original form. Reconstructive magics are not particularly rare, but his are unlike I've ever seen before. What could it mean? Hildibrand Manderville, Nashu Mhakaracca. Dare, Godbert Manderville, Gigi, Edmond de Fortome, Julian Manderville, a vase. See you, Inspector. And that, we will find out what's up with Gigi next week. Oh man, sounds like a plan. Oh, I'm so excited. Well, actually, not next week. Duh. We're probably gonna do this one. Honestly, I might do it on Tuesday? Maybe Tuesday? My idea, sorry, I forgot. My idea was, suspend for now, there we go. So my idea was to have this one finish up on Tuesday. Yeah, this one finish up on Tuesday. And then do Scholasticate on Wednesday. It will be, I'm thinking about making it a long one so we can just fit the whole thing in. It should be able to do it. So we'll see from there. And then Dragon Song War, I don't know, maybe, I'm thinking maybe I'll save this for at the end of Heavensward Part 4. And then at the end of that we can do Dragon Song 4. That's my idea. So, that's the plan. So Tuesday, further Hildibrand adventures. Wednesday, Scholasticate one more time. If you missed it, you can watch it again. If not, you can, if you missed it last time, you can watch it again. If not, try it on the VOD. This one will work because I'm not I'm not messing with it too much. It shouldn't be a problem. Anyway, so there we go. Oh, there goes Seer. He's gone forever now, or at least until Tuesday. So then, that's finished. That's the end. Hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys enjoyed Gigi. I hope you guys enjoy this week. I'll see you guys around. Thank you so much for coming. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.